Hey, what's up guys? It's Claudio and I am back for another race video. It's been a minute, I know. Man, I've been through a lot of stuff these past couple of weeks. I gotta fill you guys in. This is a race, the 4-5 race at the MAC series in Rockhill, South Carolina. This race was May 1st, okay? Right now it is whatever it is, May 19th, so it's been a while. This was my last race of this spring. And it was hard, guys. Hard race. Let's go over the stats really quick. Normalized power, 285 watts. That's the most I've ever done. And spoiler alert, I get dropped like 30 some minutes in, 35 minutes, 38 minutes into it. And but still, normalized power 285 up until I get dropped. So that's hard. And average speed up until I get dropped, 24.4 miles an hour. There's no neutral lap here, which I like it. I like skipping the neutral lap every now and then. Man, there was some stuff going on here. There was this guy that was like a total savage and just like pulled like more than half the race by himself. And he attacked also, like attacking off the front. Like it was insane. I think it was, I don't know if it was this guy. I'll flag him down in a second. So there's a lot of that, but let me fill you in to what is happening, what I've been up to. By the way, those of you who have been following me on Instagram, thank you so much for the support. And you're sending me DMs, asking me questions. I'm super happy to answer. Feel free to follow me as I continue my journey throughout this season with my training. I post all my training on my Instagram stories, Claudio_Fierro. So see you on Instagram. So let's see what I've been doing since this race. After this race, like right afterwards, the next day or 2 days later, I got my second shot of the vaccine, the Pfizer. I was out, man, for one full day. I felt like garbage, which is expected. But I also had to move from North Carolina to New York. I had to move all my stuff. So I was packing while I was feeling that Pfizer shot. Then the next day after that, I drove 10 hours to New York. Still feeling like crap, total garbage, 10 hours in the legs plus the Pfizer shot. Then I had to move into my apartment as much as possible. Then I had an 18-hour work day because I do weddings and I play in the band and all that stuff. I'm watching here also. We're watching, it's already getting gapped. People are attacking. Anyways, let me fill you in, finish filling you in. 18-hour work day, then I finished moving, then I drove back to North Carolina where I'm at right now, 10 hours in my legs. Then I had a 90-minute massage, Swedish, kind of deep, like, I mean, this lady tore me up. And it took me a whole day, like 2 days just to recover from that. Because I was just so screwed up from all this life stress. I needed that. Meanwhile, I haven't been, that entire week in New York, I did not train at all. I couldn't. Then, after that 90-minute massage, I got sick. I got a cold. I got this chest cold that I've had now for a week. I can't shake it. And that's where I'm at now. I took a ramp test. I got down to 257 watts, my FTP on the ramp test, after being off the bike and going through all that crap. And I'm still waiting to get back into training. I've just been doing 30-minute spins. You can see in this race here, things are getting split up. People are attacking. Let's go. And I'm in there trying to just stay in it. So anyways, my FTP at this race was probably in the 270s maybe. I'm down to 257 now, which whatever, I don't care because I'll bring it back up as soon as I can start training, but I can't. I'm not closing this gap, no way, so I let this guy do it. And I was at the tail end of my fitness. I had been racing a lot. Okay, I've been racing like every Tuesday and then on the weekends, and that had put me in a very stressful situation as far as like the amount of stress in my body that I had accumulated, which is kind of like why I burnt out completely and got a cold and all this stuff that is happening right now. I've been racing too much in April and May, and I had all this live stuff happen to me. And so my body is just like shutting down. And it's taking me a while to get back into it. I mean, I've been spinning and my legs feel okay, but it's just like I can't shake this this stuff that's happening. Wow, I'm really, we need to close this gap. But guys, check out my Whoop scores for the last week. I mean, I can't recover. I can't recover. My sleep is good, really good, but I can't recover. So I'm waiting for my body to come back to life. That's what's happening. And we're stitching this up. We stitched it up. There are guys attacking off the front. And there's this guy, man, complete savage, who keeps attacking. And he's off the front. I don't know if he's off. He might be the guy right there off this mini group right here. Not off the front, but the guy who's up leading this chase group. So I'm just, we're 3 laps in only, so we're feeling it all out. And I realized that my legs were, like, I had 1 race in me. And by the way, I tried the 3-4 race after this, and I got dropped in 2 laps. 2 laps I got dropped. I had nothing left after this race. So we're trying to bring this all back together. And it does come back together. Now here's this guy. This is the guy that is just drilling it off the front. Can't remember if he had teammates or what the deal was, but he was by himself. And now I'm second wheel for a lot of it. And the thing about being second wheel is that you don't get a good draft. You get a good draft 5 wheels back. Second wheel, you're eating wind. First of all, I'm definitely eating wind because I'm not drafting as best as possible. But even if you are really drafting properly, you're not getting the best draft. You're still hitting the wind to some degree. So I was slowly hurting. It was killing me slowly. You know, sometimes I'm doing no watts like right now, but sometimes I'm just eating it. And that killed me slowly. I think that was I needed to get out of that second wheel position. Now we're 5 laps in. We got some attacks. And I mean, we're still drilling it up the front. This guy's pushing. This guy has some kind of diesel legs here, and he's gapping me. And this is no good. I need to fire up a little bit to close this down. And eventually, the attack gets brought back because this guy is just going to muscle his way through this. And apparently, yeah, he's a Cat 4 from what I hear, and he's just strong. He just rides with really strong riders, and he's got that. He's got that going on. A lot of really, really strong riders out there, man. Cat 4 riders. And look, lap after lap. Now we have an attack coming up, and this guy, he's going to start pushing it, and it's gonna hurt. I mean, we're doing 300 to 500 watts up this hill. And we got more people that want to bridge to that. They see it as an opportunity for a break, which is great. I'm just following this wheel. I'm trying not to get dropped here. I'm trying to not blow myself up. I know that I don't have a ton in my legs. You can see this guy is pushing. He's stitching it. I got to do 600 watts just to not lose his wheel. Every one of those surges hurts. And now finally, that's where I need to be. And now this guy goes. He sees the opportunity. I mean, that's his pace. That's just his normal pace, I guess, which is like, it feels like an attack to the rest of us. And now watch him. Let's see if he stands up. Does he attack here? No, he doesn't attack, but he's basically attacking from the saddle. And we got to bring this back. And I'm hurting here. Every time we do these adjustments in the pace and trying to bring it back together, it's hurting. You can see my heart rate. So we bring it back together. I know that I can't close that without blowing myself up. So I let people do it. You got to be aware of that. I know that it feels like you can do it, but if I had closed that down and then the guy attacks like 30 seconds later, or anybody attacks 30 seconds later, I am off the back. That's how you get dropped. So be conservative. If you know that you don't have it that day, do not close gaps, because you know the counterattacks will come and you are done. Let's see what's happening here. See, the guy's still up at the front. We're 10 laps in. And he's drilling it up there. I mean, he's not doing monster watts, but he's doing like high 300s for sure. Like the entire time. He has to be. So now I dropped back because I was feeling that I was hurting from just being second wheel. Being towards the front. It's no good for me. So I need some shelter. And I come back here. Let's see what's happening. Okay, now look at him. He's off the front and now he attacks. He's attacking and he's going to gap everybody. And he started doing this towards the second half of the race, attacking almost every lap from the front. Like he was already drilling it. I mean, that's savage. And look what's happening. Look behind me. First of all, this huge gap. And look how strung out it is. And now I'm in the middle of nowhere. And I'm famous for doing this. Just like trying to close the gap, trying to stay with that front group, but then I just dangle in the middle of this whole thing. And I know that it's going to hurt me big time to close it. And this guy comes along, and I remember he was like, let's go, Claudio. And so I hop on his wheel, but man, this really hurt to just stay on his wheel here. And this guy's drilling it. He knows that the race is up there and that he needs to. And I take this turn like I just started riding my bike. Like, come on. I don't know why I took it so wide like that, but things like that happen especially when you're hurting. And I managed to get back on, managed barely, but look at this huge gap behind us. Every time this guy attacked at the front, we lost a couple people off the back. But this little chase group behind us, they got it together and they used their momentum. And I think they gained contact again. Yeah, here they come. Good job on them for not getting totally dropped right now. But I mean, this race ends up being like maybe the top, a handful of people at the end. Like we just couldn't. A lot of us could not hang with all these attacks. We're 11 laps in. Okay, I'm in there. I'm following wheels. I'm still staying together. I remember it was hard though, man. You know when you're in those races and it's hard and it hurts? And there he goes again. Look at the guy attacking. He's attacking again at the same spot. And he's going to string this whole thing out. And look at the watts that we have to do. Man, it's brutal. This guy, he's putting in the pain. We're all strung out, huge gaps, and if you're off the back right now, it's kind of game over. If you've been feeling the attacks, this is hurting you big time. I know I'm hurting, and I have to do something. I'm like, look how I'm surging. I can't sustain I can't just do like a 300 watt effort or something. I have to like spike and then come back down to recover, spike really quick and recover. That's how I know I'm tired from watching these videos. Luckily, we have I got a kind of a draft here. Not really. I'm already getting gap from this. But look at that. I'm spiking again. And I know that I gotta bridge this or it's game over. So eventually I get back up there. And I gain contact again. I see a small gap. I know I have to get into that front group to stay in the race. This is crucial. You got to do whatever it takes. But man, this is hurting so much. So what happens? Do I close it down? No, I don't close it down. I see this guy here. He's motivated, so I grab his wheel. And probably the guy at the front is attacking once again, like every lap. I mean, they're pushing the pace up there. And you can see already this guy in red got dropped. And now, this is the next lap. This is my last chance, absolute last chance to try to get back in. And here we go. My last hurrah. Do I make it? I'm trying to bridge. Let's go. You can see me. I'm using momentum. I'm using everything I got. Do I gain contact? Yes, almost. But man, I burned my legs big time. This is it. I couldn't gain contact. The guys at the front, they kept the pace high. Might have even attacked there. Look, he's attacking again. And that's it. Game over. Race is done. That's it. I think I got whatever that place is, like 8th or something, 9th. Doesn't matter because getting dropped is getting dropped from that group. It's like game over. But anyways, guys, I'm excited to get back into racing as soon as I get back into training. Most likely the end of this month, I'll have some races here in North Carolina before going back to New York. I'll be in New York permanently from June on, so going to be doing some New York races, group rides, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Now